Last chance to vote your Tesla shares, including approval of Elon Musk's 2025 CEO Performance Award, opening the door for Tesla to invest in XAI and plenty more. So make sure you voted.
You are a retail investor in Tesla, and you're very active within the X community of Teslarati or Tesla retail investors more broadly, Professor Anderson. But just lay it out for us as an active investor. Talk to us about the goals, the milestones, how you interpret them, as well as being a professor in corporate governance. Are they that hard to achieve for Elon Musk to get what could be up to $1 trillion in pay?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about how large the potential awards are here, but I think there hasn't been enough talk about how ambitious this plan actually is, requiring Elon Musk to grow this company to 8.5 trillion in market capitalization and 400 billion in EBITDA. So I think, this is ultimately a question of will this company be able to retain Elon Musk, who I think it's fair to say his value has been priced into the shares already quite significantly. It's more than just, in my opinion, more than just a good idea to approve this pay package. It's actually essential for this company to transition to the next stage that's contemplated by the award.
A number of great points from Rob. Clearly, this compensation package is absolutely essential to retain Musk. He said on the record he's going to build a robot army. He wants close to 25% voting control of the company. Currently has, call it, half that amount. This new compensation package, if he can get every tranche unlocked, gets him to roughly 25%. No 25%, no Elon Musk at Tesla. Very important. Rob also mentioned that the total compensations get a lot of discussion, but what's required? Not getting nearly enough coverage. An $8.5 trillion market cap is absolutely staggering. Never been done before. And when this package was first proposed, Tesla was around 1 trillion. As I said in a recent video, over the last 10 years, Tesla's done roughly a 30x. Another 8.5x on that, which Musk has about a decade to pull off, assuming the compensation package is approved, would mean in a 20-year period, Tesla did well in excess of a 200x. Not 200%, 200 times. Ridiculous. And $400 billion in EBITDA, the final operational milestone in terms of profits, is absolutely ludicrous.
You talk about the 8.5 trillion that they need to reach in terms of market cap, but there's also the milestones: 20 million cars, 10 million on FSD. You've got to see 1 million robots out there, an army that he calls them. But Professor, what's interesting is some have pointed out potential caveats here. They've talked about the board potentially being able to award him perhaps the first 3 tranches of the money promised if perhaps the milestones were interfered with in some way. Maybe it's disasters, war, maybe it's interference by government, but also just other unspecified circumstances. So does that give you any pause from a corporate governance perspective?
Well, not really. I mean, it's normal for force majeure type considerations to be taken into account. I mean, somewhat ironically, when ISS recommended a vote against it, it took into account that it specified that there was a lack of precision in some of the milestones, but also simultaneously said that the milestones didn't give the board enough discretion in the future to adjust it. So, I think it's a no-win situation in terms of writing a plan like this, because obviously unexpected events can occur that you can't fully anticipate in writing the plan. So I don't think those are particularly problematic. I mean, I think probably the most common criticism I've heard is that the first step of the milestone at $2 trillion market cap, people have said it's too easy to achieve. But I think what that fails to appreciate is that the market has already priced in the fact that it believes this pay package will pass and that Elon will be retained for at least some period of time. So it's priced in his value already. And it's a situation where he's kind of cursed by his own success of, making the milestones easier to achieve because it's already priced in the value of his contribution. So, I sort of feel like some of the criticisms have been a bit unfair in that regard.
Well, some of the criticisms more broadly have been almost reminiscent of what happened in 2018 and the idea that basically corporate governance is lacking because a lot of people on the board are too close to him.
Did someone say 2018? Oh, yeah, 2018. 20x ago. I remember the reaction at the time. I'd been purchasing Tesla stock for a few years prior to 2018. The CEO Performance Award was first proposed at the beginning of the year, approved a few months later by Tesla shareholders. And the reaction in the media, famously, this is insane, these goals are insane, ain't gonna fucking happen, good luck. Plus Elon's insane. Who would accept this deal? Then Musk did the apparently impossible in record time. And again, Tesla stock's up about 20 times since. This is actually round 3 of a CEO Performance Award. The first one was 2012, another in 2018, now 2025. Each with absolutely enormous, extremely audacious goals laid out for Musk. Speaking of the 2012 Performance Award, that resulted in Tesla up about 15, 16, 17 times. In fact, let's go all the way back to the approval of Musk's first compensation award. 2012, Tesla stock was roughly $1.82 per share. Stock's up about 250 times since. For those of you playing along at home, if Musk was successful in achieving all the milestones, including the $8.5 trillion market cap for Tesla, that would mean since the first CEO Performance Award was approved back in 2012 until the completion of the 2025 CEO Performance Award, Tesla stock would be up roughly 1,500 times. Assuming he gets there by 2035, it's not even 25 years for a 1,500 times return. Or differently, $1,000 growing 1,500 times turns into $1.5 million. 40,000 US dollars back then. We're not including inflation here, of course, but today's entry level Model Y standard price is about 40,000 US dollars. A 1,500 times return on that turns into $60 million. We have a long track record of Musk incentivized by extremely audacious milestones, producing incredible results and massive returns for Tesla shareholders.
How do you think that this pay package in 2025 answered that?
Yeah. So, I mean, the pay package now had the benefit, if you want to call it that, of a completely adjudicated Delaware opinion on that 2018 pay package. So they were able to address just about everything that the chancellor identified in that, including a totally different, having a special committee this time with totally different composition, addressing all the procedural aspects that the chancellor took issue with in the court opinion, as well as producing a extensive report that is more extensive than anything that I recall seeing in recent memory to try to address all those concerns, in addition to, of course, the shareholder vote.
You are, of course, a shareholder. Musk himself is a significant shareholder. He wants to be more of a significant one. He's got about 15% that he could put weight behind. He in Texas is allowed to vote for his own pay package in this respect. So many say, actually, this is just going to pass, but it's more an idea of the court of public opinion. They need to pass with such a majority to prove that this is borne out right. What do you make of that, Rob? Do you think that it will pass with flying colors in that respect and enough to stop the criticism continuing?
I think it will. Yeah, I think the shareholders other than Musk and Kimball will vote very substantially in favor of it. Frankly, the main criticisms I hear are certainly not coming from the retail shareholders, who overwhelmingly are not just supported, but I think are nervous that it won't pass by enough.
I agree with Rob here. I don't think it's going to be Tesla retail shareholders who are overwhelmingly voting against this compensation package that is directly to their benefit. I mean, hello, $400 billion in EBITDA, 1 million robots, 1 million robotaxis, 10 million FSD subscribers, 20 million vehicles sold, an $8.5 trillion market cap, even the first tranche, $2 trillion? No. It's not Tesla retail investors, it's Tesla retard investors, e.g. some of the big institutions, pension funds, etc., beholden to the massive ESG scam, the woke mind virus, who are out there for virtue signaling points and outsource their thinking and decision making to entities Musk accurately referred to as corporate terrorists, proxy advisory firms. My guess is that the overall percentage of investors, including not just retail but retard investors, is more likely to be over 75% approving this than under. But of course, I don't know. As I've mentioned though, the only reason anyone, including a big institutional investor, an index fund, votes against this is so they can tell you they voted against this. Not because it makes sense, not because it's in the best interest of their investment, but just so that they can score points. Now, this vote could be a lot closer than I think, and everyone listening should definitely act like it's going to go down to the wire. Make sure you voted in all of your accounts. Make sure your friends have voted in all of their accounts. Your family members, your neighbors, your colleagues, your local barista, your enemies, even your ex-girlfriend. Send her a message. Hey, babe, I've been thinking about you. I'm just kidding. I'm actually thinking about your Tesla shares. I still own them. Good. Go vote. Tesla's shareholder meeting is this week. We'll know the outcome of the vote then. The future of Tesla hinges on this being approved. Want more content? Early access? bunch of perks, click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.